Hey guys, what's going on? So, this has been a while. Sure has. But, do you want to talk about it or not? Because I feel like I should talk about it. Now, with the sun that's shining, and the shadow face for everyone is so different. Hmm. Okay, well, we got a lot to say. So, huh. We have a lot to say. Oh, let's get started. We're doing air. So, welcome to air. And this is a video for air, guys. So, let's talk about it. I have the otter with the bat, the vulture, the cobra, and the butterfly. Right? And looking at everything, it's like the otter sees. Right? Like the otter sees and the bat doesn't. He's looking directly at this moon. He's looking directly at the moon. Like he sees, he sees the bat coming. But it's like he's not worried about the bat. He's worried about the moon that's in the back because he's looking at the bigger picture. But he knows the bat is coming. And the bat is coming. He sees it. But there are darker things there. There are definitely darker things lingering there. What are the darker things? What are the darker things? This looks like standing up strong to me. This doesn't look like darker things, and these dark things that eat away at us, they don't see the light because it's always a light. It's always a guiding light. They don't see the light because they're looking for their next food to eat. But this one, he's standing tall. Standing tall because he knows something is coming. There's a butterfly. New life, new birth, new beginnings. New beginnings. New beginnings. There's some skin that was shed. Some darker moments that ate away at us. Yes, us. Everyone on this planet. It would hide from the brighter light. To face a more illuminated light. Because even though the sun shines bright, something about the moon that just illuminates. It illuminates. And even though the darkest side ate away, there was still that moment where you got to stand tall. Look at something beautiful came in, right? But for the butterfly, something beautiful coming in. I'm only looking for one card. But I had to tell the story the way it came out. I had to tell the story. You would not believe me the way it came out. There's something beautiful about the butterfly because it symbolizes new life with the nightingale on the bottom looking at the moon. He's on his own, but he's looking at the brighter light because it's illuminating something for him to follow. But the butterfly, new beginnings, new life. We are talking air signs. We are talking air signs. And since we're on illumination, let's talk about the moon phase. Are we ready to talk about the moon phase? Talk about the moon phase. Let's see what the moon phase wants to tell us. Right? Let's see what the moon phase wants to tell us. I didn't pick the side. I thought it was a show. The moon phase wants to tell us your dreams need a practical plan. Don't let your past hold you back. Work through your fears. I feel like there's things here that's trying to cause you blockage. It's trying. Doing little annoying things here and there to get you ill-tempered, get you out of your mood, get you off track of where you need to be, right? So the goal is to stay on track on where you need to be. So in this Taurus moon, right? In this Taurus moon, do you see how he's looking like, oh, I'm just a distraction? There's a bigger picture of beauty around it, but he's just looking like I'm just a distraction. Just to make you feel off balance. Your dream need a practical plan. Just a little distraction. That's all it is. It's a little distraction in the middle. And if you let that little distraction with this Taurus moon stops you from getting to where you're going, you're not going to be happy about it, right? Right. But as this is a little distraction in Taurus moon, it equates to don't let your past hold you back. Because that little distraction might hold you back if you engage in it. And you know you're not going to engage in it because that's something you don't want. So don't let your past hold you back. Your dreams seem like it has a practical plan. But you see the practical plan around it. And you see there's just big distraction in the middle. Yeah, it's just to slow you down, throw you off, but don't let your past hold you back, okay? Work through those fears. What are your fears? What are the things that you're fearing? What are the things that you're not trying to see that is right in front of you? Like, what are these things? What are they? Is it that you are good enough? And you don't want to give yourself the benefit of the doubt that you are good enough. Do you see the beauty of what's around you? Do you see you carry the same beauty inside of you? Full moon in Virgo. Full moon in Virgo. You're good enough. Don't let the distraction distract you. So since I had to tell that story, because that's how it came out, let's get the one card that's truly belong in your reading. This jumped right out of the deck. Now, doesn't this seem better for you? Prosperity lies ahead. So I had to tell you the story of not letting distractions distract you, because that other card was a distraction, right? And if you had let it distract you, you would have totally not eclipsed. You would never eclipse. So, yeah. Prosperity lies ahead. My lighting is so loud. Prosperity lies ahead. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. What did I just say? You wouldn't have eclipsed, right? Full moon eclipse. Yeah. But you had some sense. And you realized that it was just a distraction. In Taurus, if you had focused on that distraction, you would have been in trouble. But you didn't focus on that distraction. Struggled with it, but you didn't focus on it. And that's why you got the butterfly with that new life. Right? That's why you got the butterfly with that. Okay, I'm shuffling these two cards. Let's see. See? You overcame this triumph. And this is a spiritual union that has been waiting for you. This is triumph. This is you getting what you wanted, what you manifested, what you created. Your spiritual union is here. It's here. It's happening. It's here. Fake. It's been happening. It's been happening. It really has. It's here. So we got some good news. Some great news, right? It was always destined. So, do you see how her soul glows? And it magnifies all the other parts of her. And the other 6 came together to bring her to the 7th. Do you see how she's ascending? Do you see the flower of life behind her? Do you see how she's grasping her chest? Because she always knew it was inside of her. As within, so without. As above, so below. So below. Yes, because now it's balanced. Your solar plexus and crown. What's balanced? Solar plexus matches the color of what she was illuminating. And your crown matches the color of the flower of life. Right? Do you see how that works out? Do you see how that works out? It was destined, what was meant for you will always be for you. What's going on, guys? What's going on? It was destined, prosperity, this new life. It was destined, right? Because you guys are already bound. These are the deals you made. You have to honor them. And it may seem like, yeah, that doesn't seem like a healthy bond. And you want to put up these barricades, but you realize it's easier if you just drop these loads. And you were like, I'm only taking one and I'm out. You're only taking one and you're out. You're gone. They're ready. Look at the sun. The sun is like, let me guide you. The sun is always your guidance. It will always be your guidance. Let me guide you. So what do? You go off on a cliff and you let the sun guide you. Everything is so beautiful. Everything is so beautiful. Right? You don't want to hear anything. You're going about your day, going about your life, because obviously you weren't having a good day. You weren't having a good day. You had to pay your respect to the cups you lost, but you had to honor the two. Seemed like you were putting down. And I kid you not, it falls right underneath the other 10. You were putting down that load. You were putting down that burden. You put it all down because it wasn't for you to carry, right? You had to, and my cards do not lie, okay? You had to honor, like, look, in the background, these 2 cups. You had to honor those 2 cups. You had to put down that load. This is that load. You were saying goodbye to that load. You were like, I was here for a while. It wasn't working for me. You had to honor these 2. You just couldn't do that anymore. Because it's just spilled cups. They're not going to clean themselves up. They're spilled. It's done. You had to honor these 2 cups. Do you see how tall they're standing? Do you see how firm they are? You had to honor those 2 cups. Right, air signs? We're talking the element in air here. So, air travels light. So you took your 1 step and you went on your happiness journey. You were like, yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm ready. You're like, yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm ready. You definitely are. Like, you're like, I know you're coming and I'm ready. Like, I've been prepping for this. That's why you had no problem playing the fool. That's why you had no problem playing the fool. because you know that there were things coming your way, right? So you had no problem playing the fool. Because he's showing up with his 1 cup. And he's like, yeah, remember, it was 2 cups left. Kid you not, it falls right underneath it. There were 2 cups left. Remember, we started with 2 people. 2 cups left. And he showed up with his cup. Right? So, after you put down those loaves, this is the third 10. Right? This is justice. So you have 3 10s. Like, you're dropping loaves. You're like, oh no, I'm not doing this. Oh no, I'm not doing that. And what I told you, right? You knew. You got wind because your air, you got wind. And summer was coming and it was time to go. So you grabbed yourself. And that would look like it could be a child. Or it could be you grabbed yourself in your bag and you were gone. Maybe it's not a child. Maybe that's her arm and that's her bag. You know, I'm just saying. But, you know, for some people it's a bag, for some it's a child. You grabbed yourself, you grabbed your bag, and you were out. You were out because you were winning. So, you gathered the swords. Did a great job. So, overall, you were fulfilled. You were fulfilled. Right? Because he showed up with his cup. Or she showed up with her cup. You were fulfilled, you know? And the 1 cup brought made the 10th. The 1 cup brought made the 10th. You were fulfilled. What else? Boom. Chariot. Destiny. It brought you to where you needed to go. Right? It brought you exactly to where you needed to go. So what else is there? There's nothing else. It's nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. You guys, co-creating brought you here. It brought you here. Because you know there's only one person going, traveling with us. Brought you here. There's 2 stars there. It's more. It's a ring of 6. It's a ring of 6. I brought you here. For creating. I also bought this egg here. It bought this egg here. That needs to be hatched. But that deep knowing. Because of that illuminating light. And brought you on the path where you had to choose a way forward. And you are air. You are air, so choose your way forward. That's it for me, guys. Out of here. If you want a read on the message information is in the description box. So